92.5.
Well, congratulations, and first of all, thank you, Rick Williams, for coming to visit us
My
this morning.
pleasure. Thank you for having
From
me.
6ABC. So let's talk a little about your acting career. What's going on?
Well, I it is a closet thespian, and
For those who don't know, that's an actor.
right. But I've always kind of been kind of a theater, geek or whatever. I grew up in New York, and my folks used to take me to plays all the time, and I was in the drama club at high school, which I still think probably has something to do with what I do for a living now. And I did some acting in college. So when I went into news, I kind of got away from it, but my wife and my son found this theater company where we live in Morristown, New Jersey. Mm-hmm. They said, they do summer stock, they do summer productions. Why don't the three of us actually?
Oh, fun!
So it was a lot of fun, and we found it 5 years ago. And the first production was The King and I, with Yul Brynner. And I was like, I'll get a little, chorus part. I don't want any lines or anything. And somehow I end up being like Yul Brynner. But
my
I know. It's like, well, I'm not shaving my head. I don't think they would like that at 6ABC. But it was a lot of fun, and being on the stage with my wife and my son and a lot of friends, it just turned out to be, just a great time. So we've been doing it like every summer since 2008.
Oh, that's cool.
And this summer, we're doing Bye Bye Birdie, which was one of my favorite movies. I'm a big Dick Van Dyke fan.
Yeah.
And I love the movie. And so I said, I'm going to audition for one of the leads, which was the Dick Van Dyke role, Albert Peterson. And you have to audition. They didn't just give me the part, even though,
you're Rick Williams.
I'm a diva. But I had to audition. I got it. And it's a lot of fun. And we're going into our second weekend. And, it's a nice reprieve. It's a nice respite from the news and all of the crime and grime. It's nice to be able to go home and, do something fun on
Bust
stage.
out some show tunes.
And sing some show tunes, right? A few years ago, I was coaching my son, in Little League, and, with all those hot temperatures, I'm kind of glad he's doing the theater in air conditioned theater, So it's just, it's good family time. It's a lot of fun, and, I get to reconnect with the theater, and I think in some way it probably enhances the broadcasting aspect too, because you're out there, you're connecting with people, and you're speaking out loud, which is what we do at 6ABC. But it's a kind of a different element, so I'm really enjoying it.
That's fun. So if we go to see your wife and your son, are they both in it too?
My wife, they both have roles.
Cool.
They both have they both sing solos, and we're not. It's funny, we're not on stage really together until the very end, but it's just really great. It's like a whole bunch of teenagers in it, because Bye Bye Birdie is like a teenage play.
Right.
And there's my son's 11, so there's a lot of kids who are like under 15, like preteens or tweens in it as well. So it's just families who want to expose their kids to the theater, which I think I have done successfully, because now my son, he sings and dances. He has no fear of doing that in front of people. I think I was like 25 before I could comfortably talk in front of people. So it's just been a great experience.
And I think people would be surprised, too, at what their kids can accomplish, right? Because my daughter is insanely shy. I don't know where she gets this. She's 5. But we had her in ballet, and then they had to do a performance, and I was terrified that she was going to go on stage and choke. I just didn't want her to be so afraid. She came running off the stage and was like, when can I go back?
There you go, exactly.
She loved it. So you really see a whole different side of your kids.
You really do.
It's really neat.
It really is. And, we all, at some point in our lives, are going to have to talk in front of people, whether, you're a lawyer or a doctor or a broadcaster or radio, and so the sooner you can kind of expose them to an audience or speaking in front of people, it's all the better. Yeah. So, I'm just glad I had this opportunity to be able to, introduce him to theater and introduce him to, the spoken word. It's been great.
So you've got, you said a show tonight.
Show tonight, yep.
And 2 on the weekend? And
2, we have a matinee and a evening performance tomorrow.
Are tickets still available?
Tickets still available online. It's the Morristown Theater Company, morristowntheatercompany.org. And, it would be great to see people out there. It's a 75-person cast, and it's a lot of people who are just coming from different professions, who just want to have fun in the theater experience. And, it would be a great hoot to see, a lot of people out there in the audience. So
very cool.
Yep.
You get a lot of TV fans?
I do. I get a lot of, every now and then I hear, I'm on stage singing, and I hear somebody say, "Where's Monica? Where's Monica?" It's like that's the wrong role.
Commercial.
But at the end, when like last night, at the end of the performance, we're going out, and there was a lot of 6 ABC fans out in the lobby. Just want to take pictures and say, hey, great job, and I watch you at noon and 5, and it's nice to see you in this role, and I'm just glad they're saying, you didn't fall on your face, because I have to dance a little. I have to tap dance, and so I know it's great. It's it's musical theater.
Well, it takes you out of your element, though.
It does. It really does. And my fear is that some of my colleagues will surprise me and come this weekend. And I was like, if you guys come, don't tell me until afterwards. And that's all I need to come out and see Cecily standing out there, with a tomato. Said, "You're lucky I didn't have to throw it." So, but it's just great. It's really great.
Well,
and it's always nice to have something else to do other than the 9 to 5 Monday through Friday.
That's cool.
So thank you.
And you got a great crew you work with. So thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks
you guys
for coming in.
Thank you for having me, and it's nice to see you guys in person.
Yeah.